Hello, hello, hello. OMG. Welcome back to my channel. So excited you are here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate you. It's Jody Dunn. I'm bringing you a bonus gardening video once again this week. If you're new and you just found me, I am so happy that you are here. Would you please say hello to me and let me know you are new? Right down in the comment section. I would love to welcome you and say hello to you. And if you are already subscribed, thank you so very much for coming back to another video. I appreciate you. Leave me a hello in the comments so I can say hi to you. So I have a little bit of a mess to clean up here before I do some gardening back here. We put in a bit of a new pathway, which I'm so excited about. And there were some stones left over. So I'm just picking all of those up and removing them so that I can get to pulling weeds and actually planting some plants back here. I'm going to be moving all around in the garden, doing just little projects and lots of different gardens today. But we're going to go ahead and start in the back here, getting this rock picked up. I'm going to show you the new pathway and then get some plants planted back here slowly but surely. I am working on chunks of the backyard to get it cleaned up and planted. I did place a chip drop order, which last year it came like the same day I placed it. I'm still waiting. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I know sometimes it can. So anyways, I'm going to put these rocks away. All right, if you watched my June garden tour that I posted last week, then you already know this came from my neighbor. They tore down a retaining wall and he asked me if we wanted this and I was like, yes. So incredibly grateful. We already used a lot. Let me show you what we did. All right, so I told you I wanted to put a pathway in over here. So I asked my husband if he would help me. He went way grander than what I was envisioning, but it turned out really beautiful. The only thing I don't like is he took the rock over there. That kind of just doesn't make any sense. But I can always change it up if I want to. But it looks so nice. So I just wanted a pathway basically into the back garden. And then it just stops there. And then I can just walk into the garden either way. We could extend it out even further if we want. But right now I'm super happy with it. But I'm not sure. To me, I mean, he would have just kept going and made it bigger and bigger and bigger because he just likes stone everywhere. He would just have stone everywhere. Where I want plants everywhere. I want to do things that are going to help, my pollinators and look beautiful. This does look beautiful to me in combination with plants. But he would just have it just like this. He was like, you want me to just go do a whole circle around the garden? And I was like, no, because I want to plant more. Like, no, I don't want just a bunch of rock down here. So anyways, he did an awesome job on this. But I do feel like, I don't know if I like that part of it over there. So anyways, we got a pathway. We put a lot of those rocks into use already. This will help some with weed control as well. And now I'm going to work on getting some more things planted because I ran to Walmart and I found some Hostas on clearance. Look at it from back here. It does look pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. Clark, get out of there. Oh my gosh. I think he keeps chasing a chipmunk over there. So anyways, it looks pretty darn cool. All right, so I'm going to start some cleanup. I've been doing slowly but surely and planting things, getting some weeds up, planting things. I have since decided I actually want this pathway to go all the way back to the oak tree that's kind of like right in front of me right now. I think that will look so cool. And then it will kind of separate two areas, the right side and the left side. So we're going to extend the stone pathway up to the oak tree back there. And I figured out Clark was not chasing a chipmunk. He was chasing a baby woodchuck. I got 3 dang baby woodchucks in my yard right now. Oh my gosh. Haven't seen the mom in quite a while. So I think they are fending for themselves. I just try to coexist with the critters in my yard. I do not try to relocate them. I do have a cute clip of little baby Charlie. Yeah, he'll take out my whole dang plant if I let him. Baby Charlie. He loves that dang black sweet potato vine. Oh my God. He is cute. Wait, and then he's gonna drink the water. Oh, that's baby boy. I gotta feed baby boy. Charlie, you got to go. Baby Charlie. Hi, baby boy, hang on. Here you go, baby boy. Here you go. Here you go. Dang, baby Charlie. So there he was, just eating my black sweet potato vine, cute as he can be. Oh my gosh. I keep talking about this astilbe over here. I lost 2 in this bed. I'm moving this one. It's literally not doing anything. So I'm just going to dig it up and we're going to move it over into the area I'm working on and see if it does better. Big old worm in there. Okay. Well, let's get you moved. And the worm can go with you. And I know I've had several comments before. Relocate the woodchucks. They cause a lot of damage. All the critters cause a lot of damage. They all do. Again, I'm just trying to coexist with them. I have way too many to try to relocate them. I've always called the woodchucks in our yard Charlie. I just always have. My husband thinks that one of them is a boy and 2 of them are girls. So their names are Baby Charlie, Baby Charlene, and Baby Charlotte. And Baby Charlie, if that was the boy, wiped out my black sweet potato vine. Like, wiped it out. So I think the nurseries are usually running sales right now. Well, I found some clearance stuff at Walmart. So a lot of places are right now. I think they're doing a buy one, get one free. I'm going to go see if they have more black sweet potato vine. I was complaining that thing was taken over. So baby Charlie just kind of helped me out. All right, so I got the astilbe in the ground. Let's hope it does better over here. I bought 2 little blue mouse ear hostas from the backyard nursery I had found. So I'm going to get those in the ground right here in the front. And funny, I had my mom over for dinner a few days ago. And I had been looking at a hosta that she has in her yard that I do not have. And I was going to ask her if I could take a chunk off of it. And she actually asked me, I don't like that hosta. It's bigger than I thought it would be. I think you should take it. And I was like, okay, let's make a plan. And then she tells me that her friend from work asked her if she wanted any hostas, and she was like, no, I don't. And I said, you go back and you tell Marcia, yes, you do. I will go dig them up. Whatever she doesn't want, I will take. So I'm so excited to get some more hostas. I have no idea what Marcia has in her yard, but I will split some of her hostas if she's willing and put them here in my backyard. I'm just so darn excited about it. Free hostas are way better than paying for hostas. All right. I'm done for now. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating so bad. And the mosquitoes are not being kind to me right now. So I did put that little baby heuchera that I had found back in the ground here. I'm going to cage it just to kind of protect it while it's a seedling. It wasn't doing great in the little pot I put it in. First, I left it outside, and the dang chipmunks dug in it. Then I put it in my greenhouse, and I think it was maybe too hot for it. I don't know. Anyways, I just popped it back in the ground. That's where it was growing anyways. And then I've got my 2 little mouse ears right here. This we're going to call a Francie hosta, which is a volunteer, I think, from all the other Francies.
This I got from the backyard nursery. He had no idea what kind of hosta it is, but it's very pretty. That one I found on clearance at Walmart for $3 with no name. So I don't know what it is. I like the upright growth habit of it though. If you know what it is, let me know. This is a June hosta that I had actually bought from the nursery a couple weeks ago, and I haven't got it in the ground yet, and I had left it on my front porch, which gets a fair amount of sun, and it really started burning its leaves. So I needed to get that in the ground. And then I found this heuchera on clearance for $7. I think it's a timeless treasure heuchera. I don't have any of them like that. It's very, very pretty, so I love it. And then Dreamweaver. Oh, so excited to find that. So I just watered everything in. Oh, and there's my Astobe. So you can still see a bunch of weeds in between everything, but I'll get that later. I watered everything in. I will spray liquid fence in a little while once it dries. I haven't had any trouble except for one nibble off of my Paul's Glory. So the fern back there, oh my gosh, it looks just gorgeous. I just watered that too, so it's kind of laying down, but the new leaves come in. It's an autumn fern. The new leaves come in. I think I figured it out. They come in this beautiful like auburn color, and then they fade to green, because this one, when I bought it, was auburn, and it's fading to green, although it's still a little auburn. So it's doing good over here, putting on sizable growth. I hope it spreads a little. That would be fantastic. So anyways, we're done for now with the backyard because I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. So be back later.
All right, now on a different day, I'm moving to the front yard. The funniest thing happened with this clip. It was, in the 90s. The first 30 seconds of this clip, set up my tripod and my camera, and it filmed normal. And then it reverted to slow motion. So this is like a 3-minute clip that turned into 9 minutes because it was recording in slow motion. So I have sped this way up, and it looks like I'm just moving at a normal pace. I was like, what the heck? It had to be because the sun was just beating down on my phone and it did something funky. So I am in here removing more cosmos that's self-seeded, and I have this big planter that I'm going to plop some of them in because we're going to get the tree down, and I wanted to try to save some more of the cosmos. I don't know what's going to get damaged from removing the tree in this bed. So just trying to preserve some of these babies that have been growing. I'd still like to move some more on the side of the house, but I think it's been the baby woodchucks that have just been nibbling on the ones I already transplanted over there. They seem to be leaving them alone now. Probably because they're babies. They're just trying everything. And maybe they've realized they don't actually like cosmos because they nibbled on them the first few days and then they've left them alone. So I might move a few more of these cosmos over to the side of the house as well. And now that I know they really like the sweet potato vines, I think I'm just going to buy some extra and leave them out. Maybe they'll leave my other things alone that I don't want them to touch.
Okay, they're starting to droop just like they did when I moved them over to the side of the house. So I watered them in really, really good. So hopefully the last one's perked up within a couple hours. And some of them I just pulled the whole dirt ball. I was able to get the whole dirt ball up, which will disturb the roots less. Some of them I did break some roots off because they were stuck inside the stupid weed barrier. So anyways, we'll see how they look, but I didn't get very many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm real worried about this. I don't know how he's going to get this down and disturb minimal. I mean, I'm going to lose some of these flowers, but I'm going to tell you right now, I better not lose this dang sunflower. because it's getting ready to bloom. And I could not grow any last year. And of course, my perennials right here, I don't want to lose those or have any damage to them. But I just don't know what the birds could have planted me here. What kind of sunflower has so many blooms? Like, there's going to be blooms like all over. This one looks like it's only going to have one. And same thing over here. This one looks like it's only going to have one. So I don't care if I have to lose this one. But I don't want to lose that one. I just don't know how that's going to work. I guess we'll figure it out. So that was my operation. Try to save some of the cosmos while I can. Oh, hi, Pip. Come on. Come on, Pip. Pip's here. She's not quite as friendly. Come on, Pip. As Teeny is. Hi. I mean, she eats from my hand, but she just takes one and runs. So, everyone, nope, yep, she's going to put it in her den. So, there was Pip, my front yard chipmunk.
I know there are multi-branching sunflowers. I guess I just am shocked that the bird seed that I was using, I don't know, maybe it had different kind of sunflower seeds in there, and one of them ended up being the multi-branching, but I'm so dang excited about that sunflower. It's really not in a great position. It's not where I would have planted it, but whatever. Mother Nature just did all of that for me. So I'm in the front bed just to plant a couple of things. I have a dahlia that I grew in my yard last year that I saved the tuber. And I did pot it up a little bit late because of our weather this year. It was so cold for so long. So it's had a slow go of it, but it is growing. So I think it's big enough now that I wanted to get it in the ground, and I should be able to still get some blooms from it. So got that dahlia in the ground. It's a really pretty one. And then I did have some queen lime zinnias that I started from seed that I'm going to put in the ground, although I'm going to put a cage around them because they're still pretty small. I don't want anybody trampling on them or the risk of potentially critters eating them. None of my other zinnias came up from that I started from seed. So just these ones. And you can see I'm feeding Pip. She or he, I think that actually Pip is a boy. Pip was coming around. So every once in a while I take a little break to give him a peanut. And then I'm just going to put these little trash cans from Dollar Tree over them as a cage to protect them.
All right, you guys have to tell me if this is normal because it's my very first year having hydrangeas, really, that are blooming. Oh, geez, I just came back here to get the seeds, or the queen lime zinnias, and there was 6 bumblebees. I mean, I still see one working his or her little heart out. But literally, the buzzing was so loud. Oh, here's another one. Because the bumbles are all over this. Is that normal? Are these supposed to look like this? I don't know. You guys know. This is 3 years in the making. Oh, I see a couple of them down here. Hang on. Here's one. There's 2. So we got 3. I don't know where the rest of them went. But holy crap. Oh, here's another one. Heavens, I'm not even zoomed in. They don't care if I'm here. Is that normal? My gosh, they're so cute. I just love it. But I don't know. Just tell me if it's normal. Oh, there was so many when I came back here to get the zinnias that I was like, what in the world? Pip, you're so darn cute. You always like to sit on the statues. You coming? Well, come on. Come on. Come on, Pip. Come on, it's okay. There you go, honey. You're going to come back. Are we getting used to each other enough that... that you can do. You're going to figure out how to get it in your cheeks, and then you're going to come back, aren't you? Okay, you got it in the cheeks. Come on. Come on. Come on, Pip. Don't go walking through the flowers, please. Here you go. Look at that's Mama. Hi, Mama. You want me to come out? Hi, Mama. Hang on, I'm coming. You got to back up. No, Mama. Mama, you got to back up. You cannot come in the house. I got pecans for you, but you got to back up. Okay. Good job. Good job, Mama. I'm sorry. I would love to welcome you into the house, but... Oh, hi. Just a second. Hang on 1 second. I got to get Mamas. Hi, Mamas. Hi. Here we go, Mamas. Here. Come on, Mamas. There you go, Mamas. Hi. Hi, who are you? Hang on. You're going to eat from my hand. Hi, Teeny. Hi. No, okay, I didn't think so. Hang on, Teeny. Just a minute. I got the wrong stuff in my hand. Hi. Here you go, honey. Okay, Teeny, come here. Come here. Hi, Teeny. Good morning. Feel the cheeks. Okay, sorry. Feel the cheeks. Mama, I'm going to leave you your pile up here, okay? Hi, Mama. Just a second. I'm going to leave your pile. Here. There you go, honey. There you go. There you go. I left your pile. There you go. Yeah, there you go, Mama. You're such a beautiful girl. Just a beautiful girl. Are you feeding babies? Could I maybe meet your babies? That would be wonderful.
All right, we got lots of wildlife interaction. You're going to see, I'm back in the front yard. I'm going to work a little bit in the shed bed, and you're going to see Pip a lot, although I just left it all sped up. I have a blue hosta. I don't know the variety, that I had purchased from the backyard nursery because he didn't know what most of them were. And I thought a blue hosta back here would really add some beautiful color with the green and the red that I have already. And so I'm working to get this in the ground. You guys gave me a lot of encouragement with this shed bed. The shed bed is a pain in the butt because of all the trees around it and all of the branches I have to work through. And I have found my Aurelia Sun Kings are really growing because I've been supplementing water. If it's not raining like every other day, I've been watering them since the area gets drained from the trees. And boy, they have been putting on a lot of growth. And then I have a whole flat of begonias that my mom had given me. And I thought, well, let me just plant it out here. Now, you're probably going to see me, not only are you going to see me feeding Pip, but you're going to see me waving my hands around a lot because the mosquitoes were just insane right now. It actually took me 2 days to get these begonias in the ground because, number one, it was so hot. It was so hard to dig through some of this. And the mosquitoes were just driving me nuts. So I would just get like 8 of them in the ground and then take a break and then come back and get 8 more in the ground and take a break. So I didn't know what I was going to do with this whole flat of begonias. It has been sitting in their little cells for way too long. They do not actually look that great. They've probably been in these cells for like 2 months. So I'm going to get them in the ground. They should recover just fine. And I think it will just add a little bit more to this shed bed. And it's actually been a week since I did finally get all of these begonias in the ground, and they all do look a lot better. They really, really needed to get out of their cells. I just wasn't sure where I was going to put them. I knew I'd figure out a place, but I was like, well, you're having all kinds of trouble with the shed bed. You don't have to dig very far for these, so put these here. And then I'm going to get the area mulched, and the shed bed should be finished for this season. At least I think it will be finished. You never know. Sometimes you get inspired to do something else, but the little shed bed has come a long way.
All right, the shed bed is done for at least this season. So I got that new Hosta in. Don't know the variety because I got it from the backyard nursery. So I think that'll add some beautiful blue color going along with the garden globe and all the little begonias planted. So let's see how they do here. The only thing I might do to this is I'm thinking about just putting a Hosta here, so I didn't mulch or anything over here. I might try to pop a Hosta in the ground over here if I can dig far enough to, and it looks a lot better. I'm pretty happy with it. Hopefully those begonias do well, and that's a little pattern I did. I didn't put anything too close to the spout. You know, if it gets washed out from a heavy rain, then it gets washed out. But that is where we stand right now. All right, I did it. Planted a Hosta there. This is a Captain Kirk that I got in a little small container for $5.99. So I think that will fill out really nicely and look lovely here mixed with the rest of the shed bed. Well, it's down. I have very mixed emotions about it. It looks so bare, and without the tree there, it looks even more like it's full of weeds, although it is all just flowers that reseeded themselves. I'm gonna have to get, I don't know, some type of an evergreen in there to ground that bed or something. It needed to be done. I know it needed to be done. I just love that dang tree and kept hoping it would come back to life. But after 3 years and it started falling apart, it was time to take it down. So it's down except for that big old stump. All right, well, I went to Home Depot last night looking for shrubs, and boy, that's confusing. There are so many options. Oh my gosh. I should have just grabbed a couple of boxwoods I like, but I was like, I don't know if these are the ones I want. Anyways, I ran into 2 dappled willow shrubs. That's what they look like for $8. $8 freaking dollars. So I grabbed 2. I dug a hole. I'm gonna get this one in. I got some dead stuff that needs to be cut off, but we'll have at least 1 shrub in the corner here. All right, so what we decided to do, the hubs came out after I painstakingly worked forever to fill that hole. If I would have asked him for help, he would have helped me, but I just come out and he was laying on the couch watching TV, and I was like, I got work to do. I don't have time to be watching TV. So I dug the hole. Oh my gosh, there were so many roots. We used to have evergreens in this bed that most of them kind of died off, and of course we had the tree. So that is dug, and then he dug this one. So we have them planted kind of in the corners of the bed. They'll get, if we let them grow to maturity and don't, you know, prune them, 5 feet. So it'll be a nice anchor, I think, in here. There are lots of dead branches, which could be why it was on clearance. Well, plus it's getting to be end of season. I think they had all their shrubs on sale, but this one was like heavily discounted. Well, both of these two. So I got to cut some of those off, but I'm super happy. It really made my decision a lot easier when I saw those, and I was like, $8. I've been thinking about getting a dappled willow tree for the back. So now I have dappled willow shrubs. So we'll see how they do. Hopefully they'll put on some sizable growth. But I got to tell you, we're just about, going to end the video. This bed is just the bed that keeps on giving. I was like, what is this that's growing out of a coneflower here? My app, when I scanned it, says it's another dang aster. So I got to pull this up. Just another thing that's self-seeded. What is this? This was a vine that I pulled a weed a while back, I think. So anyways, I guess an aster started growing down here, and I didn't even realize it. So we did take out that one sunflower that was right here, which is fine. I got my big, guess who showed up? Oh, stupid Japanese beetles showed up. Get off there. It's right about this time. I feel like every year. Look what they did. Look what they did to my poor sweet potato vine. So hopefully they don't stay around long. So we pulled up the sunflower. Excited to see that one bloom. And now I got to do a whole bunch of work in this bed to kind of tidy it up. I think I need to move a couple of things. I have a coneflower, I think. It might be one of my rudbeckias back here, but I think it's getting buried and not enough sun because of this one. So I might need to move that. But all in all, Hubs did a great job of saving the flowers. I told him, don't you dare. Don't you dare. I kind of gave him a tough job. I was like, if you need help, I'll help you, or else we need to hire somebody because I don't want any of this stuff getting touched. So he did a great job. And I got lots of snapdragons blooming right now. I'm so excited. And honestly, like lots of cosmos are blooming as well. So I did pull out when I was putting in that dappled willow shrub 4. I'm just going to pitch them. I just can't. There's another stupid Japanese beetle on there. They're just beautiful. I mean, I would sit here and talk to you about flowers for days and days. I mean, look at that. That's just gorgeous. So anyways, I'm going to end the video. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today as I got some things in order in my garden and at least have a good starting point now for this crazy bed, and hope it inspired you to get out and do a little gardening in your yard. And I'm going to see you again next week for a new video. Have a great day. Bye. Well, I thought I was ending the video, but I thought I would just add this clip in. We had a very heavy rain. Look at all my poor daisies. Oh my gosh. I got to stake them. I mean, there's so many. Let me show you from the other side. Look at this. Those poor things. They just flopped all the way over. And I did already put a stake right there on those because they were all laying over the retaining wall as well. So they're just, you know, coming into these daisies, which I guess doesn't look, I don't know, it doesn't look terrible, I guess. But the poor things are so tall they couldn't take the heavy rain. And oh my gosh, look at the stupid Japanese beetle. Let me show you what they have done. They have been all over plants that I don't remember them being all over. They have like really done a number on my sweet potato vine here. Like really, oh God, I gotta go get my gloves. I've been coming out here and I've been pulling them off and I've been throwing them in a bucket of water. They're going after my dang overwintered geranium, like the blooms and stuff and the leaves. Look at this. They'll take out the dang geranium. I gotta go get my gloves and throw them in the dang water. Oh, this is just, but let me show you something super exciting. Super exciting. Oh, there's 2 of them on my dang coneflower. Oh, look at, and there's one up there. The sunflower bloomed. Oh my gosh, the sunflower bloomed. All right, I'm going to end the video now. I got to go get my gloves. They're on the rudbeckia over there too. Oh my gosh, they're just all over. So anyways, lots of gardening stuff. Then you got a little update after our super heavy rain. Oh, my poor daisies leaning over. All right, so that's going to end this bonus video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.